Have you ever caught yourself obsessing over someone who hurt you? Replaying every word, every moment, trying to understand why it happened. We tend to think that people who hurts us hold the power as if their actions define us and our story. But what if I told you that it was never about them? Every person who walked in and out of your life was just a part of the bigger picture. They were lessons, catalysts for your growth. In reality, your journey has always been about you. It's about how you rose after they walked away. It's about how you find your strength when they couldn't see your worth. Every heartbreak, every rejection, they were necessary steps in your evolution. You didn't just survive those moments, you actually grew because of them. And today we're talking about reclaiming your narrative. This is about understanding that your growth, your healing was always the real story, not the people who couldn't stay. If you've ever felt like someone's absence left a permanent mark on you, this video is for you. Let's dive into why it was always about you. Your journey, not theirs. Every person who hurt you or let you go was just a passerby in your life. They were necessary lessons, not because of who they were, but because of who you've become as a result. They didn't define you, your growth did. It was never about them because in the end, it's always been about you. Every struggle, every heartbreak, those were the moments that cracked you open. And through those cracks, your light came shining through. Think back to a time when someone left your life and you thought it was the end. But as time went on, you realized it was actually the beginning of something better. Your healing, your transformation. Taking pieces of them and growing. When someone turns away from you, they leave behind pieces of themselves, but it's up to you. What do you do with those pieces? Maybe you've taken the lessons they gave you, and instead of holding on to pain, you've turned them into wisdom, adding the person you've become, or adding to the person you've become. Every person who left something behind in your life has contributed to your growth, even if it didn't feel like that when it happened. Maybe you've met people who tried to mold you into something that fits their vision, but they couldn't. And you grew into something greater, something that no one could contain or control. You're the one who grew. In the end, those who couldn't stay, those who couldn't appreciate your heart, were the ones who lost. They left with no lessons learned, while you moved forward, taking their presence and turning it into fuel for your own growth. You were the one who evolved, you grew through your own light, your own resilience, and in their absence, you flourished. You might have gone through relationships or friendships where people couldn't handle your growth and they left. But instead of breaking, you kept going, right? And now you're stronger and more radiant than ever, believe it or not. Remember, it was always about you. Your journey, your growth, and your healing. The people who came and went were just lessons, but the main character has always been you. If you've been holding on to pain from people who didn't see your worth, let this be your reminder to let go. Because your story isn't about them, it's about your own becoming.